Good day, everyone. So today we'll be having a small discussion about zeroth and first law of thermodynamics. So additional info lang. So this was discussed on topic 7 and 8, I think, or 6 and 7. So the zeroth law and the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so explain the relationship of energy, heat, and work. So Q is the heat transferred to the system, while W is the work done by the system, while E is the change of internal energy. So in formula, the change in E, or change of internal energy, is equal to the heat transferred to the system minus the work. So the relationship will be as internal energy increases as heat increases, while it decreases as work increases. So that is the relationship of energy, heat, and work. Okay, next. Explain the relationship of work done and heat transfer with change in volume. So if there will be a piston like this one, so this is a piston moving inside a cylinder. So there is, for example, there is a mass of air, there is air in the piston. Okay, so if there is air in the piston, for example, so like this one, if you compress the air, so the volume decreases. So as volume decreases, pressure and heat increases. So work done increases. So if there is change in volume, there will also be work done and heat transfer that will be done. So like this one also, this is another. So that is another. Okay, so the ratio of work done and heat transfer with change volume. So if you change the volume, so as you can see in the picture, there is a color blue. So that is the change in volume, right? So as you change the volume, work done increases and heat transfer changes also. So if like this, if you increase the volume from the initial to the final, so work done increases and also heat increases. Okay, but if there is no movement, there is no change in volume, so there will also be no change or work done, and there will be also be no heat transfer. Oh no, are you crying, baby? Okay, next, identify the work done. The work done in a thermodynamic system using PV diagram. So if you have a PV diagram like this is the pressure and the volume here on the bottom. So if you have a PV diagram, everything, so the area under the curve, or the area under the movement of the process path, so that is your work done, right? So that is your work done. Next, so explain the different thermodynamic processes. So this was already discussed on our midterm. So this is isobaric. So isobaric means that there is constant pressure in the process. So as you can see in the diagram, PV diagram, pressure is always the same even when the volume changes. So that is isobaric, constant pressure. Okay, so we also have isochoric process. So isochoric process is this. Okay, so there is a constant volume. So that is isochoric process. So okay. So isochoric process is constant pressure. constant pressure or isochoric process. So in the PV diagram, as you can see, or constant volume rather. So as you can see in the PV diagram, so volume is okay, so volume increases. So volume increases as volume is constant even as the pressure increases. So that is isochoric process. Next, we have isothermal process. So from the word itself is iso meaning constant and thermal is temperature. So constant temperature. So as you can see in the diagram, there is constant isothermal expansion in the first part of the diagram, and we have also isothermal compression on the second part of the diagram. So in this diagram, volume changes and pressure changes, but the temperature doesn't change. So it is depicted via a curve that is not that very steep. So that is isothermal expansion. And then we also have adiabatic process. So in an adiabatic process, it is constant heat, or there is no heat transfer in the system. So as you can see, this blue line in the diagram, so that is our isothermal. But if the curve is steeper, or as you can see, the red one is steeper than the blue one, so the red one is what we call the adiabatic process. So there is no heat transfer done in the system. So, and then it is depicted by a steeper curve or steeper slope. Okay, so that is adiabatic. Okay, so that is the thermodynamic processes. Okay, next, calculate the parameters and system involving the first law of thermodynamics. So here are the formulas of the first law of thermodynamics. So the change in internal energy is equals to heat minus work. And then for the work is equals to pressure times the change in volume. So that is work. And we already have used this in our previous topic 8 or topic 7, I think. So we're already done calculating these parameters. Okay. So that's it. So thank you for your time, and see you on our next video. Bye.